Hello and welcome back to Cinnamon Sanctuary. Today we are making shrimp Alfredo, a really quick dinner idea. If you are stuck for ideas, this is perfect for you. So please stay tuned if you want to find out how I go about making this. In my bowl we have about two types of prawns. So we have the really big juicy ones, which are raw Indonesian tiger prawns, and then the smaller ones are just standard raw king prawns. And I have about 400 grams in my bowl that I'll be using, but as usual I'll be putting all of the ingredients in the description box. And we'll also be needing some Parmesan cheese to go with the pasta, and I think I've only used about half of this pack for this dish. And we'll be needing some onions, so I think I chopped about half an onion in cubes, as well as 3 to 4 cloves of garlic, just chopped very thinly. And we'll also be using some single cream. You feel free to use double cream if you prefer, that's absolutely fine as well. And in terms of seasoning, we have some Old Bay seasoning, some black pepper, as well as some lemon and dill fish seasoning, which I thought would go really well with this dish. In terms of pasta, I decided to go with some tagliatelle. I think tagliatelle works really well with Alfredo, and this is about it. Let's get cooking. The shrimp has been deveined and cleaned and patted dry to get rid of any excess water, and now I'm just going to go ahead and season it with the lemon and dill seasoning, the Old Bay seasoning, as well as some black pepper. Now I'm just going to go in with my hands and mix it up and then set it aside for approximately 20 minutes. In the meantime, we can go ahead and boil our pasta. So I just brought some water to a boil and I added some salt as well as some olive oil to ensure that the pasta doesn't stick together. And I'm just going to cook the tagliatelle according to the packet's instructions. In this case, between 7 to 9 minutes. I think I left mine in for about 8 minutes because I like a little bit of a bite when cooking the pasta. The tagliatelle has been boiling for just under 10 minutes, so now we can just go ahead and drain it and set aside for later. The shrimp has been marinating for approximately 20 minutes now, so now we can just go ahead and fry it on both sides. So we want to ensure that the shrimp is not too chewy, so I don't leave it in for longer than about 6-7 minutes in total, which means that per side I let it cook for approximately 3 minutes. It's been exactly 3 minutes, and as you can see, the shrimps have started to turn pink on the other side. So now we can just go ahead and turn them around and let them cook on this side for a further 3 minutes. I should also mention the shrimps have been cooking on medium to high heat, and now that they're all done, I'm just going to remove them from the pan to make space for the sauce. Look at this, guys. Don't these look perfect? How can you not stack on them? Oh, look at that. Yes. That's what I'm talking about. It was really hard not to snack on them. I had to make sure that I didn't see them. Anyway, now we can just go ahead and make our sauce. So I just dropped some onion and garlic into the pot, and I didn't need to add any extra oil. So we're still using the oil that we used to fry the shrimp, and that's more than enough. And we're just going to let this sweat for a couple of minutes. Now that the onions are translucent and your garlic is slightly browned, it's a good time to go in with your cream. So as mentioned, I decided to go with single cream because I preferred it, but if you also prefer, you can go ahead and use double cream. That's perfectly fine as well. Most people use double cream when cooking Alfredo anyway, so that's fine. And at this point, I also thought it would be a good time to go in with some black pepper as well as some aromat no, because this girl is African. We need our seasoning, you know, I just can't go without seasoning. And I just added this, and feel free to add whatever you like, you know, whatever suits your taste. It's your kitchen, you know, whatever seasoning you prefer, you can go ahead and add this. And it's also a good time, now that the cream is a bit thicker, to go in with the Parmesan cheese. So I just use half of that pack, and we have to just quickly stir this in, and you will realize that the sauce is getting a little bit thicker. So this is pretty much almost done. Just keep stirring it and it will thicken a little bit. Yeah, you saw that I just rinsed my pot where the cream was with a little bit of water and added it back into the sauce because we don't want to waste anything. So I'm just going ahead and stirring this up before adding the pasta. At this point, I'm just combining the sauce into the pasta and making sure that it's all nicely incorporated. And I should add that this is all happening on a very low heat, so I haven't turned the fire off. I will do in a couple of minutes, but I just wanted to make sure that the fire stays on low heat. So once the pasta is combined, it's a good time to go in with your shrimp. You add in your shrimp, as many or as as much as little shrimp as you like, and then you stir it up. I kept some shrimp behind, just for the garnish, because I needed to take some pictures at some point. And make sure that you don't waste any of these juices here. That juice there is pure gold. You want to make sure it also goes in, and it will add to the flavor. So I'm just going to add this and then stir it up and plate and show you what it looks like. This concludes our shrimp Alfredo, guys. This is it. Honestly, it was so quick and easy to make. It's a perfect dinner if you are stuck for ideas. If you have pasta, cream, shrimp and Parmesan cheese, you are good to go, because this can be seasoned anyhow. It takes no time at all. If you take out the seasoning time, so the marinating time, if you just marinate the shrimp for 5 minutes, this will take you no longer than 20 minutes to make, if that. And I just sprinkled a little bit of chopped parsley for some color as well as some flavor, and this is pretty much ready to dish up. And it was absolutely delicious, if I may say so myself. It was so nice and creamy, quite light, because of the light cream that I used. But yeah, you can use heavy cream and it also works really well. And I hope you really enjoyed this recipe. Let me know if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment and a like. And I'm really, really grateful for all of the interactions. I'm really grateful for all of the support you've shown me for the past couple of months. Honestly, I truly appreciate it. And I'll see you very soon on my next video. Bye!